When people think of Japan, they might think of Tokyo. Lights, robots, high-tech, bustling big cities. Been there, done that, and that part of Japan truly is great, but what else does Japan have to offer? So, we set off on a 2-week road trip in our rented camper van to see nearly the entirety of Japan to find out for ourselves what else there is to see and do in Japan. After 15 days and 9 SD cards of footage, here we are to show you Japan off the beaten path.
Now this was something you were not expecting to see, was it? Sand dunes like these are something you would expect to see in a Middle Eastern country, but not Japan. Measuring over 160 feet in height, the Tottori sand dunes have been forming over the past few thousand years through natural currents and wind patterns, resulting in the sand eventually being deposited here. With more than 2 million annual visitors from around the world, the sand dunes bring people to witness Japan's commitment to conservation of biodiversity and cultural history. The dunes are situated within the UNESCO Global Geopark Sanin Kaigen National Park, which is a larger collection of naturally occurring marvels like rock formations and cave systems. If you don't think you'll ever find your way to the sprawling Arabian desert of the Middle East, Tottori sand dunes is probably the next best thing.
Good morning from just east of Kyoto. As you can see, you can probably tell, we just woke up and we have gone like 4 days without bathing. If you didn't know, Japan is still not the most tattoo-friendly country. They have a lot of history with tattoos having bad meanings, so they just despise all tattoos. Not all the time. It's becoming a lot better, I've found, being someone with tattoos. But we've had a really hard time the last 2 days finding an onsen, a public bath, that allows tattoos. But we finally found one near our next stop. But we're going to still try to make the most out of today. The national park we wanted to go to is also temporarily closed due to snow, so we had to make another plan. Today, we're headed to a floating torii gate first. It's like right here where we slept in a 7-Eleven parking lot. And it's foggy, so it's going to look really mystical. And then we're headed to a waterfall, a Japanese military underground headquarters, which is pretty cool because there's one in Okinawa too, so I'm interested to see this one as well. And then we're making our way to Monkey Park in Nagano. We wanted to go here when we were supposed to go skiing in January, but that got canceled, so we're excited to go see the monkeys now. Fingers crossed there's actually monkeys for us to see, though we might have to wait to see them tomorrow. Depends on how long the drive is.
yesterday consisted of a lot of driving because we had to bypass one of the things that we really wanted to go do. Well, I really wanted to go do because the road to it is still covered in snow. So we just bypassed it, found a cool waterfall called Yoro Falls, and then where else did we go?
The underground.
Oh, we went to this Japanese Imperial Underground, which basically this tunnel system and a bunch of other tunnel systems around Japan were created in preparation for an Allied invasion of Japan. And basically after we took Iwo Jima, they were getting ready to move everything important underground. That way they could make it easily defensible from Allied bombing raids or ground attacks, because a tunnel system is really hard to find. But they obviously never got to use them because the Japanese surrendered before they could ever be put into use. So essentially now it's just the shell of this giant tunnel system that is just underground. And
that's pretty much where we are now.
Yeah, and
there's still snow.
Yep. We're in this little tiny ski village. Just found it. Camped here.
And then what are we doing today?
We're gonna go see some monkeys. Hopefully I don't have a repeat of Thailand. For those of you that don't know.
Like everybody.
Yeah, I got bit by a monkey in Thailand 2 years ago. Front of my cheek, right here.
Ooh, it's cold. They might be bathing.
They might be.
The special part about these monkeys is that they bathe in their own onsen.
Yep. And they just chill. They're called snow monkeys. That's what they're nicknamed.
What's their real name?
Macaques.
Yep. Okay, is that it?
Yep.
Let's go!
Jigokudani, which directly translates to Hell Valley, is home of the wild Japanese snow macaws. Unlike zoos or other animal parks, the monkeys here are completely wild. They live in the surrounding mountains and come down every day to their own personal man-made hot spring that sits closer to the base of the valley. Now, as you can tell, the monkeys are fed by the workers within the monkey park, but that is serving as a way of conservation of the monkey troop. Because back in the 1950s and 60s, as human expansion was moving deeper into the monkeys' habitats, they were forced lower and lower down the mountains, where they eventually encountered human villages, which served as easy pickings for them, which led to unwanted encounters with the monkeys, and the villagers began to kill them. Conservationist Sogahara came up with the idea of creating a monkey park higher up in the mountains to serve as a permanent habitat for the monkeys. That way they would be unaffected by humans, and that is exactly what he did. The villagers wanted to create fences and cages to keep the monkeys in, but Sogahara refused to cage the wild creatures. So instead, to keep them from moving deeper into the valley, he provided the monkeys with food to supplement their diet based on the seasons, thus keeping the wild monkey population healthy and separate from the villages in the valley. Today you can go visit them and get to see the monkeys up close and personal thanks to Sogahara and his monkey park. Hopefully nothing breaks.
Breaks? Why would something break?
I don't know, I can't read any of the signs.
The arm opened. Did you pay $400?
No, I paid $500.
Okay, it's not too bad.
I'm supposed to fold it.
Gosh. Can you go all the way up? Ooh, okay, I think we're good.
I hope this works and nothing breaks on it. Thanks for watching, and be sure to hit the subscribe button and stay tuned for the final episode of our road trip around Japan.